Day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Sunday. Check the backer.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. He just lost track, and it cost him.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
He can't hang. 46 down, man. 5-4. Hey, Charlie. Check. Watch 54. Watch the curve. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Let's go, D. List 5-2. Hey, 87. Jam.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Big hold of the 30. That'll be caught by Cup. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hang in there now.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Kill. Hey, box truck.
Now Wentz. Going up top for Cup. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by a Keller Witherspoon. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush,
Here we go.
terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Yo, check 26, check 26, check 4, check 4.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Here we go.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check safety, check safety. Bang, bang, bang.
21, 21. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, Zoo.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Flag.
Slam, slam. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Slam, slam, slam. Check 37, check 37.
11, 11.
Kill.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This is Coleman with the grab. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. This is taken at about the 14. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
D. Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here we go.
54. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Hey, alert! 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 White. Get hot!
On second down, it's Coleman. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
21. Hey, Haywood. Hey, gun.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Clock.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Go.
24 is the mic. Let's go.
I got this.
Go. 24 is the mic.
Go ahead.
There's Garoppolo to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz, he sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Mike 54. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Mike 54. Mike 4, 2, go. Let's go one more. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go. Smooth. Man up, D. Hey, watch. Check Mike 54.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And his kick here is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, high 7. Hey, gun.
Mike 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Well, fellas, here we go.
Right there, 54, right?
21.
Watch the run. Hey, they're running it. Mike 5-4.
I got you.
You must be getting.
Go ahead.
He's checking.
21. Here we go.
Kill.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Here we go. One, Omaha.
Kill. Undercross.
Pilot, 64, weak.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 21. Here we go. 12.
25. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 24 is the mic. Squish.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Wentz now on first down. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
21. Check. Protein spill. 54.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Everybody scoot up.
Hey, Alpha.
Right there. 54, right there.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
Here's Coleman. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check. Walk 54. Check.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Danny.
And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back, and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Here we go.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check 99. Check 99.
11. 21. Here we go. I got you.
Get him. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hey, wahoo. 65.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
Check 9.
Hatchet.
2.
Mike's 54.
11. Hey, Echo. Hey, gun.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
I'm coming.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
And that'll be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
I got you. Hey, Charlie.
24 is the mic. I got you.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Bananas Pettis, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
White.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here we go. Flex 80!
54. Here we go. Whip.
21.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Check. 22 jet bomber. Alert 3. Hey, alert.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Stick. Hey, gun.
Mike 5-4.
Garoppolo now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Topper!
On third down, here's Coleman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Down in man inside, down in man. Sunday. Hey, box truck.
54, right there.
To throw is Wentz. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz looking deep downfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
First down, Los Angeles.
Go. 280.
Mike 50. Here it comes.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Shedding the tackle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Done. 180.
3 balls.
Hey, Ford, don't you.
Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on
Hey, you.
3 down. Go Mike 50. Mike 50.
What's that?
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here we go. 180. Man 5-7. Bravo.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood!
Don't say nothing.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm coming!
5'9", 5'9".
Mike's 5'4".
Go!
From the gun, it's Wentz. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that's going to tie things at 20. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, exit.
Watch the shit!
Watch twins. Check 13.
Check 13.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, orbit. 11.
Now Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Go. 20.
Here we go. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Get him.
You got it. Check it.
Outside, solid.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz, he's going to go for a big play. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
74.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to let it go. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11. 2. Hey. High 7.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Why?
Hey, alert.
Here's 2nd and 8. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's good for a 49er first down.
Garoppolo now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
What tight end? Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
White. 21.
I'm scared.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Double time. 4 down. Check. Alert flare.
12.
Check.
1, Omaha.
Check. Switch.
Handoff, Coleman, right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
4 down. Check.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I got you. 12, fellas, here we go.
Buzz. Mike's by four.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Solid. Sunday. Hey, Delta. Hey, Lou. Hey, great 57.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. A little juke. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown, L.A. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Let's go.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, alert. Hey, gun.
Okay, double up.
Hey, watch it.
Now Garoppolo. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
13.
Watch my 4. Crunch time, defense.
Hey, come on.
To throw is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check it backer.
Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. 11.
We own them. Check your hot read.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go.
Jam.
At the 44-yard line.
Two.
Mike 54.
Garoppolo to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
21.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
65.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Here we go, G, get off the field.
I got you.
Mike 54. 6-man.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
I'm coming. Check 43.
21. 21. Hey, Alpha.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Back to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here we go. 120.
Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Rams, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins.